While you might find a few things in my videos cringy, that doesn't make picking on the creators of stuff on my shows okay. As tempting as it is to rage at or insult them, it does more harm than good in the end, especially since it can drive people to self-harm and or suicide. Please pick your battles wisely. That means don't harass any of the creators of anything featured in my shows, cause cyberbullying's bad, okay?
Hey guys, what is up? This is Gothcat here to continue Season 2 of the Crappy Pasta Show. In today's episode, I'll be reading a story called Gods First, a story about some ancient race that turns out to be super cliche. Yep. And without further ado, don't forget to follow me on my Tumblr and check out my Amino, links in the description below. And let's get started, guys.
Entre la miseria, decadencia, ruina y basura, entre el dolor y la represión, entre el abuso y la tortura, entre enfermedad, epidemia, muerte, sepultura, en la demencia, la depresión, el desvarío y la locura. Hasta el día de la venganza, gritaré, mientras tenga un soplo de vida, gritaré. Todos los que no pudieron, gritaré la rabia de los que soñaron con morir de pie.
In the beginning of the world, before your father created the herds of man, he created me. I am God's first. Before man and woman was created, I stalked the nights in the first garden. The many new creatures showing up created by your father became the first world. I am old, so old I met the snake with the apple. This world was mine to hunt in. Then you showed up. People like to believe the world before was a utopia with no pain or death, but hunters were there. Hunters were always there. We who prey upon the weak and the unwary. I am the father of predators, the claws, teeth, improved senses. I have them all. You will think of me as some great evil or a reflection of human demons, but this isn't true. I'm a creature. I live for the hunt. I do it for the need to eat, not a personal vendetta like people for I am the primordial beast. I am the thing you hid from in the night and scared away with your flames. I who has sunken eyes and pale skin, the one who you all fear because I have always been there watching the outskirts of your towns. After the millennia and continental division, I have had every prey, and it is the same hunt except for you. You who believe that you are the apex predator and believe that you have conquered your environment are my favorite meal. You believe that you are God's sons and daughters, but you forget he had many children. I am the older brother of Adam, and his children won't even believe in me today. But that doesn't really bother me. A prey I am that doesn't know about you is an easy meal. I can hear it again. Another adolescent male has wandered into my woods. It is the young ones that are the best eating. I hear his footsteps in the woods. He moves through the trees like he is the king of my home. I have eaten many kings in my life. His heartbeat is loud to me, and I know where he is at all times. Now it's too late for him. He is mine. I climb into the trees and throw stones in the direction of his path to mimic the sounds of footsteps. Immediately he stops and looks around. My body is hidden behind the massive leaves and branches of the oak tree. I hear the boy's heart speed up, and he begins to walk back in the direction he came in. So I make the howl of a wolf in the direction of the path he took, and off he was running into my trap. I watch his progress like a spider watches a fly. Soon, the boy spots a clearing in the trees and runs for the open space, but falls short and down into my underground lair. His legs crack as he falls to the bottom of my trap. Calmly, I walk back to my home, following the hypnotic sounds of his screams. This meal is worth the effort. It is always satisfying eating your catch. Now it's time for my meal. I crawl down to the hole where the boy is. It is dark and smells like wet leaves. The boy is delirious, crying and screaming, but I can't afford more people finding me, so I walk to him. As soon as he sees me, he was petrified by fear, no doubt. No other prey stops fighting when it sees its hunter. I walk up to him over my hands, and right before he screams again, I silence him forever with my claws. I can hear his thin neck crack and feel the warm trickle of blood on my hands. His flesh is delicious and warm in my mouth. This is the proper end of any prey in the wilderness. Wait, I can hear another heartbeat. Here I come. Okay, so, what do I have to say about this? Out of all the creepypastas that I've read so far, this is definitely one of the most well made. It's not a good story by any means, but you can definitely tell that the author had really good intentions, and basically it just fell a teensy bit flat. I mean, the idea of some ancient race that was dominant before, that some mysterious race that ruled before humans is a pretty awesome idea, but I think what made this story fall flat is basically the author reducing that idea to some seemingly regular ass predator that happens to hunt humans. I mean, it's not the best way to portray such a race, you know. I mean, the grammar was pretty good. It was very smooth, but I think it was just the just the execution of basically it has strong foundation, but after said foundation, it got a little flat and made the story go to shit. Okay. Next time on the Crappypasta Show, I'll be reading a story called Slendy, which, believe it or not, does not refer to Slenderman directly. Rather, it refers to a creepypasta Mary Sue. Yeah, let your head sink around that one. Anyways, this is Gothcat signing out. Thank you and goodbye.